Hi all, welcome back to the channel. Today's little job, we're going to draw up a flower pot holder, a little vase thing, and then we're going to draw it up in Autodesk Fusion. As I said before, I'm a beginner, so hopefully if you follow along with me, we can learn something together. Put some comments below, you're more than welcome. I'm going to use a option in Autodesk Fusion, which I think is called Revolve. So I'm going to draw it like half of it and then in a sketch and then revolve it and spin it around. That's the plan anyway. We could do a cylinder and extrude it upwards and do what's called a shell command, but I'll show you the drawing in a minute. I've done that on a bit of scrap paper first, and that doesn't seem to work for what I want anyway. It may do for you, may know better than me, but the shell command seems to just do one body. But anyway, I'll show you in a minute. By the way, new caliper come through the post, 300mm one, which is well handy because the machine I'm using is the Bambu Lab, which has got X and Y size for 256, so it's 256mm by 256, and I think it's approximately 256 high. So a 300mm caliper is ideal for bits and pieces for that. A bit overkill actually. So what I'm going to do, I hunted high and low for something to do this morning, or this afternoon, to draw up. I've seen some of these on Etsy for sale. Now, the printer I've got is the Bambu Lab printer. Now, within Bambu Lab printer, if you download the software, the studio software, you got a couple of links to, I think it's called Maker Weld, and there's a link to somewhere else. I think they're in collaboration with those two people. And I think you can see in the background here, you've got like a vase option where you can download bits and pieces, or there are options on there you can put height and sizes. Let me just come out of there. I think the mouse is switched on, so let me just come back. Go to Make the Weld. I'm not sure if you can see this okay. Let's just go home. Hang on. Let's shut that down. Where are we? Shut it down. So if we go back to there, it's not on the wrong thing. So you go out of Maker Weld, go into Bambu Lab. So you go into Bambu Lab software. On the left, you have Maker Lab. So you go to Maker Lab, and then you've got vases and stuff like this. You come back down, experiments. You can do stuff like this. You've got there's a Make My Vase is one I saw here. There's one called Make My Vase. So you can click on Start, which is create a blank, and then you can come over here and then you can design your stuff online, and that's pretty good. You've got your shape of your vase, you've got your patterns, you've got your sizes here, your ordering, etc. Then you download the STL file and off you go. I don't want to do that today. I want to do a basic vase because the idea is these printers come into their own. You can draw your own bits and pieces up, I find anyway. It's okay hunting high and low for STL files on the internet, but one day someone will say to you, can you make that? Or there may be something that's broken around your home, or your missus or your husband or wife, who says, can you make this, can you make that? You want to start doing your own bespoke stuff, bits and pieces to sell maybe. So I think it's more advantageous if you can learn the software. Autodesk Fusion is the software I'm using. As I said before, I played about with Tinkercad and it had a few limitations. So anyway, we're going to go into Autodesk Fusion. We're going to draw up a basic vase shape from a sketch. The way I know, there's a couple of different ways to do it. We're going to export that, save the bodies, create the sketch, create the model from the sketch, export the STL file into onto my external hard drive, which will keep all my stuff on, and then I'm going to open Bambu Lab Studio software, import the file into that, and then I'm going to play about and slice it. Then I'm going to go onto the Bambu Lab printer, the P1S. I've got black filament loaded at the moment. I'm going to then do another small video on how to unload the filament, feed it back out, feed the new filament in. Okay, I've got some great colours. Let me just show you these colours I've got here. I saw someone on the internet the other day with some fantastic, I really do like to see some filament at the moment. It's from Amazon. I'll put some links below to this stuff. It's quite cheap. I'm sort of getting a bit of a set of these at the moment. There's some lovely colours, and this is the matte stuff, and there's some lovely prices if you hunt around for the deals. Okay, let me have a look. So what one have I got here? Got like a matte lilac purple. That didn't go on there, did it? I've got a matte Miranda green. To be honest with you, I didn't even know I bought that one. Did I buy that one? I have to check. Matte green or something they call it. I've seen someone on I've seen a few people do some pots on Etsy, and they look really, really nice in that colour. So I may do that one today. Or I've got this one. I think I might do one in this. This is a nice one. A matte Miranda, is it purple? So I rather fancy doing one in that today, so I think I'll go for that today. That'll be the colour of choice today. So put them down out of the way. I'm not going to unwrap them. Don't unwrap your filament until you're ready to use it. You don't want to get them damp or anything like that. But PLA is quite forgiving apparently. So first things first, this is what I'm going to do. Now sadly that's the best plant I could find in the house today, so ignore the plant. It's a little cactus, it's in a pot plant. It's a little bit muddy and mucky. It's in a plant, a vase thing already. It's in a pot, so basically that pot fits in that vase. I want to make a vase similar to that. I'm going to draw one up, but I want to make it a little bit of a bigger radius at the top, a bigger radius at the bottom. I want to make sort of like a lump that comes at the bottom. So I'll show you what I've drawn up. I've done a couple of different drawings the other day. I was fiddling about, so you can see that all right. Anyway, ignore them. This is what I've come up with. I want something like that. If it's just a standard cylinder like that, I think you could just draw a circle on the Z plane. Your Z's there. I think you can just draw a circle sketch on the Z plane, and then you can finish sketching, extrude it upwards, and then literally press shell command, and the shell command will just do you give it a wall thickness. I'll show you that in one moment on the software, and that's done. And you can put some rads on it, fillet radiuses. I want to make a little foot type thing on there, and I want that to be sort of solidish. I won't print it solid; it'll be printed with some sort of mesh inside it. But I want it a little bit of a stand like that, and I want a rad there and a rad there. So I think one of the better ways. Now, normally what you do is create your cylinder. I watch a load of different videos, and it's normally better to create your sketch without any rads, any fillet radiuses or anything like that. Anything fancy, you do it square. So you do a square cube, or like a square first of all, sorry, a cylinder, anything like that with no radiuses. Obviously, a cylinder has a rad, and then extrude it up. Then at the very, very end, after the last couple of weeks, I've been teaching myself Autodesk Fusion, and I have found that you're better off doing all the drawing first until you got it as you want it. Double check your figures, double check your figures, double check your figures, treble check that is, and then finally put your rads on and your chamfers on and stuff like that. At the very end, tidy it all up. It also prints a bit quicker. You can also give the product when you print it a little bit more strength with chamfers and radiuses. Also can print quicker because your printer head is not stopping, starting as much. It's rolling around the curves or the chamfers. Okay, so that's one little bit. So it gives you strength and it prints quicker. It gives the product a nice look. Obviously, some products don't need, or you can't use a chamfer or radius on the product, so you won't do it. In this instance here, I've decided I'm going to draw half of it in a sketch. Then I'm going to offset the line. Then I'm going to do a revolve. Let's see if that works. I think it should. I'm not sure. I'm just playing about at the moment, so bear with me. Then I'm going to save it, export it, as I said, put that filament in. So follow along. We're going to jump on. I'll drink the old Coca-Cola first. So I've done some dimensions first. Let me just show you. I've already done some dimensions. Now I know that the internal size needs to be 104 millimeters for that pot to fit in, hopefully. And the depth, the height of that little pot, needs to be 83 deep for it to just be sub-flush. The base I'm going to set in, it's going to be 70 mil wide, and then it's going to be about 10 mil high. But the main thing is that the pot fits in. I think I'm going to probably make it a 2 mil wall thickness on the top. The base will probably be solid, but when I print it, I'll probably put a honeycomb finish or something inside it. Follow along. I'm a beginner, so follow along with me. I've got the computer there. I've got the software on the screen, Autodesk Fusion trial version, I think it is, or it's like a non-commercial version. I've got the printer next to me here, and I'm going to load the filament up in a minute when we finish drawing. So let's jump on the computer, open up Bambu Lab. No, we're going to open up, first of all, Autodesk Fusion. The printer's switched off at the moment. I don't know why it's electric or get that up to temperature yet. If you enjoy this Bambu Lab printer series of videos, please like, subscribe, because you can learn at the same time as me. As I said before, I've looked on the internet. I can't find any 1 to 20 decent tutorials, so I'm going to do just some bits and pieces as we go. If you're watching this channel, if you're already a subscriber, if you're not subscribed, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. It helps more than you can imagine. If you already subscribe and you have got like your carp fishing, your kayaking, or your pub shed, garden bar, which many of you are, please feel free to put a little like below and a little comment. A little thumbs up, the like's fantastic, but a comment would be great if you can come up with some ideas, okay? At a later date, I'll be getting what's called an automatic colour management system, which sits on top of this printer, so I can do different colours. At the moment, I'm sort of stuck with one colour, apart from changing the wheels in and out. A couple of people give me ideas already, but feel free to comments below to, I mean, I've made a little coaster. It's not the best in the world, for instance. I'm using it now, actually. A little coaster, a little bit small, but a different corner coaster. But I was just playing about, experimenting with some text, embossed text. But if you got some ideas for beer cups, beer holders, or something like that. I mean, I was thinking the other day of doing some sort of beer cup holder that can go outdoors, screwed to the sheds and walls. So when people come around for a next summer for a beer, someone put their beer cans just sort of rest up against the wall. Not sure yet, but if you've got any ideas, yeah, just put some comments below. If you've got a pub, shop, garden bar, and you've got any ideas and some bits and pieces you want me to make or look at or draw up, and that we can collaborate together and see if we can come up with something. I've got a couple of ideas what I want to do, but I want to get this vase out of the way. I want to use these lovely, lovely colours from eSun. I'm not affiliated with eSun at all. The Bambu Labs printer, I'm not affiliated with them. I pay for that out of my own money, and it's a fantastic printer. So glad I bought that one. And these colours are great. The eSun colours on Amazon. I'll put some links below to the colours that I've bought on Amazon. They will be affiliated links. You will pay no more, and I may get a small percentage, which is a really, really small percent, like 1 or 2 pence. But I am loving these eSun ones at the moment. I bought a couple before, some greys and blacks, and now these ones. It's PLA, which is your bog standard stuff. I don't think you're meant to use it outdoors. It's not that heat resistant. It's not strong or anything like that. It's just your standard stuff I'm playing about with. So let's go on to Autodesk Fusion. We'll draw something up like this, hopefully, and print it and see if the pot drops in. Although Jill said so. I said to Jill, darling June, this morning, you got anything we want me printed? No, no, no. And all the plants, well, if you can call that a plant, are in pots already. So, but yeah, and if you want some, I'll probably put a few bits and pieces for sale on Etsy. I've got the drone case up there already. If you want some sort of like bespoke vase or something like that with your name on, let me know. Or like in memory of your pets or something like that. You never know. I don't know. Just drop me some, give me some ideas. So we'll put that to one side. I think it needs a drop of water, to be fair. But anyway, right. Let's jump on the computer, shut this down, and we're going to open up Autodesk Fusion. I've double clicked on it. We're going to open it up. We're going to have a little look. I'm not going to tell you how to install it. You've got PC or Mac version online if you find the address for it. Here we go now. I've done a few drawings on the left hand side. I'll show you in a minute. But hopefully I'll get it right almost first time. So let's jump on there. I'll do some screenshots and have a little chat with you. I'll see you in a bit. Double click on Autodesk Fusion. And now it's loaded. Hopefully on this screen here. As I said before, I'm no expert, so I've got my projects on the left here. I've got some plant pots I've already tried to do, so let's go for it, shall we? First things first, follow my mouse here to the top left, up here to this little disk icon, save. We're going to call that plant pot version, what should I call it, 6, and click save. Right, document limit has been reached. Okay, because it's a not for commercial use, this version, apparently you've got a certain amount, you've got a limitation on the amount of projects you can have. So it's not editable, this one. So what you need to do, you need to go to the ones, for instance, this one, make it read only. And maybe this one. So my mouse is on the left here, make them read only. Then this one is now editable. There's a limitation, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. I think it's a limitation of 10, 9. The 10th one has to be. So you've made them read only. It's no problem. You can alter them back, but you've got a limitation, so that's okay. So anyway, let's get back to it. So plant pot version 6. So straight away I've gone up to the left here, I've saved it. It doesn't need saving now. It does automatically save as you go. Now on the left hand here you've got the little, let's just first of all, scroll wheel in your mouse. There's a scroll wheel in your mouse. Drag it forward and backwards. You can zoom in and out. Okay. Down here, if you follow my mouse down to the bottom here, display settings. We want grid settings. Layout grid is checked. Layout grid lock is checked. Snapped grid is checked. Grid settings. Come up here. I've got adaptive. So that means the grid changes size when you zoom in and out. Okay. So scroll wheel in and out. Now, if you want to move this about, press the scroll wheel down, and then you can move it. Right, that moves the base. Now if you want to actually look at your object, I'm on a PC here, press shift, press your scroll wheel down, and then you can look at it like that. Okay, and if you follow my mouse down to the bottom here to the left here, we're on orbit. You can click constrained orbit or free orbit. I'm holding down shift again, scroll wheel, come up to the top right hand here, you can press your left mouse and you can go like that, which may be another way of doing it. When your mouse approaches that little cube at the top, you got right top, you can touch on the corners, you can touch on an edge like so, you can touch on the bottom, X, Y, Z. Move your mouse to the top right hand corner, click on the little house. That's your basic position to look at. Right, we've got that out of the way. Now what we could do, we want to create a sketch. So the plant pot I showed you earlier is a couple of circles on top of each other. One way of doing it, we can go, follow my mouse here, top left, sketch, create sketch. We've got different planes here. Now the one that's highlighted there in blue is your Z. So if you can imagine looking down on top of an object, you can draw a circle and extrude it upwards. Then we got your pretty much the same, these ones. This is your, I think, X and Y, Z and X, and this one here is your Z and Y. Now we can click on one of these. There's one way of doing it, so let's click on this one first here. We're now looking down on top, so we can go to the top left here, create circle, click on that with your left mouse, click on the center. It's always nice to click on, you can click it anywhere you want, but it's always nice to start the origin in the middle. Left click, follow it out. Now my base is 104 internal. I'll tell you what, let's first of all, well, I'm not going to do it this way, but I'm just going to show you. So my actual base was going to be 70mm thick, the actual base. Tap in the 70, hit enter. Okay, finish sketch. So follow my mouse up to the right there, on the right, finish sketch. Finish sketch. There we go, that's on the plane now. Now I can come to the left at the top of the screen here, I can extrude it. I can click extrude, I can go up or down. Now there's nothing there, so it's going to make a solid object. If it was within an object, it might cut it out. Follow my mouse to the right here, you've got new body, which is what you want, join, cut, intersect. At the moment there's nothing there, so it'll be a new body. Click on this, drag it up, anywhere you want. The box is blue there. On the right hand side you've got a size there in this box. 56, it says 56 there, it's highlighted in blue. We could do 70, hit enter. Is that 70 higher? Actually I didn't want it 70 high, I wanted it 10 higher. We can click undo, follow my mouse, it's 70 diameter. We can click undo, follow my mouse to the top left there, or we can drag this down, follow my mouse to the bottom. People, you're looking at the bottom here, you can just click on that and drag that back. Okay, you can actually drag that forward, I think, yeah. Or you can go down to there, you can right click. Alright, you can delete or you can edit feature. Edit feature. Let's make that 10, which is the original figure. Enter. 10. That's the base of my plant pot. This method, I think, for what I want at this particular time, I think is a little bit complicated. So I'm going to come up here to sketches. I'm going to right click on sketch and I'm going to delete. Do you want to delete? Yes. I'm going to come up to bodies. I'm going to left click on bodies and I'm going to delete. Gone. Notice here you got the origin here. Ignore these few bits here. You got origin. You can switch the origin on and off, on and off. Right, let's start again. Sketch. What plane do I want it on? Now in this instance, I'll think I want it on this plane. This is my upright plane, so that'll be my Z and X. So I'm looking on the I'm looking at the side of it, okay? I'm going to do line. Click line, click the center, place first point. Now you can do angles, lengths here. I'm going to do 0 degrees, so I'm dragging it out. It's 70mm, half of 70 is 35. So I'm going to do 35. Enter. Okay. That's half my base. Come up to the line again. I'm now going to come up 10mm. Alright, so up 10, enter. I'm not sure actually how you continue, so maybe you'll tell me, but that's the bottom of my base. I'm going to come out, along. So it's going to be 104. The internal diameter is 104 plus 2 mil, I think. I think that'll be thick enough. So that'll be 106, half of 106. I'll tell a lie, I've already got 70 there, haven't I? So I'll tell you what I'll do, make it really easy. Press escape. A little easy one here, look. I'll come along to here, to this line here. And I'll show you how to do some trimming. So the whole line there, 0 degrees, I want that to be half of 106. 53. So we come along 53. Enter. It's 53. Double that is. So we've got 35 there. So these are constrained. Once you put your size in, it's constrained. So a line goes there, there. We've got a line there. We can trim that away in a minute. A bit of a long-winded way of doing it. Now, height-wise, click the scroll mouse in the middle, drag it down to the bottom because we're coming up here now. Okay. Height-wise, we want it to be. It's going to be 85 deep. So from here to here, it's going to be 85. But this is going to be. Is that internal or external? That's external, isn't it? So it's external. So this is the outside line, okay? So from here to here, it's going to be 83 deep plus a couple of mil. So let's make that 80. Well, the base is going to be 2 mil thick. I'm just thinking now, thinking out loud. Let's make that 87. Let's go 87. So we go 87 deep. We go 87 deep. So I'll tap in 87. Check that, and we've got 90 degree there. There you go, 87. I'm now going to come along a line to the centre, whatever that may be. 180 degrees, that's correct. And I'm coming down to the bottom, right to the very bottom. There you go. Now, let's get our knife here. So follow my mouse here. If I click escape, let's get rid of the line tool. So I don't need this line. I don't need this line here. I want this outside line up in here, first of all. So let's get the trims. Get this knife here. Follow my mouse up. Get the knife. Let's trim this line here. Click. It's gone. Okay. Now, do we keep that middle line? I can't remember. I think we get rid of that middle line. I think we get rid of that. That's gone. And this line, well, that's the. Let's turn the origin off a minute. So we follow my mouse. We come up to the origin here on the left. Put a little eye there. Let's go with the origins. We can scroll in with the wheel. We can click the wheel, the scroll wheel. Now we've got a line there. Why is this blue? Click escape. It's saving it. Every now and again it saves it for you, but you can come up onto the left, top left there and click save. Use save to click OK. Now that I want that to be solid. Actually, thinking about it, the base I want to be solid. So I'm going to do another line there, another line there. So first of all, let's put a radius on there. Now they do recommend you put the radius on a solid model, but in this instance I think it'd be easier. So click on fillet, first line, second line. Now you can drag this out like so, but I reckon about 10 mil, like so. 10 mil, enter. So I've got two radiuses there. Now I don't want this to come fully in. I want this to be trimmed off. I'm figuring out how to go about this. I want to draw a line here. I want it supposed to be solid. The line there. Click, click. Do I want that to be a line? I'm not 100% sure. Now you need to bear with me here. I am a beginner. Do I need that line there or not? Yes, I think I do. If I want that base to be solid, I think I need to make a solid lump there. That's the solid base there. Now I need to offset this. I need to offset that all in. And I need to cut this back. because I want to. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go. So first of all, I'm going to go bomb, click that. I'm offset. Click, follow my mouse here to the left. I'm going to offset. I'm going to offset this line here inwards. 2 mil. Click 2. I want that in. That's it. -2. I've offset it -2 in there. You follow my mouse here. You can do this here. 2 mil. Okay. This line here, I want to offset. You can go outside or inside. I want to offset. You can drag it, or you can put 2 mil in there. Oh, wrong direction. You look here. It says select the. No, select the curve. Why is it saying that? Curves. Offset. And this is where I'm getting stuck. Select the curve to offset. Why is it offsetting curve? Chain selection. Right. Uncheck chain selection. Okay. So uncheck chain selection. So I'm going to drag this in. And then we'll put 2 mil. Now why did that go outside like that? I've got no idea. Flipping it up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cancel that. I'll get rid of that line. I'm going to offset this here. Drag it in 2 mil. -2. There you go. Then we're going to go line. There are no doubt lot quicker ways to do this. Line. Escape. Let me have a look at what we've got now. Right, now I want the lip to stop. Now is that going to interfere with my pot? It is, isn't it? I'm not allowed for that. Ah. Right, what I'm going to do now, I want to check the length of this line so I can go inspect the measure. Follow my mouse there. I just want to check the length of that line. Length 43. It's over here. It's telling me it's 43 millimeters long. 243s is 86. So I want to drag this whole lot back. Internal size has got to be 104. How does that end up being 43? 86. It should be 52, shouldn't it? I want the pot to sit in there. Have I moved these about? Modify. Move. Select all these. I can move them about. Just want to move them like that. Click OK. Now I'm going to measure this line here. So I follow my mouse, inspect, measure. That line is 36. That needs to be 52. Right. Let's now go modify, move. Select, select. I'm left clicking, select, 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 select. Oh, now I want to drag it out. Can't remember how much by now. 6 mil. Click finish. Okay, now I want to measure that line again. Inspect. Measure that line. That's 42. It needs to be 52. It's got to come out another 10 mil. Is that right? No, it's not right, is it? It's 42. That'll be 52. Yeah, it's got to come out another 10 mil. So if I go modify, move, that, 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 that. We'll start going that way with it. And I'm going to tap in here on the right hand side, 10 mil. That's it. I don't know how that ended up wrong. Now, this base needs to come out longer, I think. I don't know what happened there. Right, inspect. That line now is 52. Half 252s is 104, which I want internal dimension. I want 104. The pot's got to sit in here. There'll be a gap. It's because I've got this fancy radius. The pot needs to sit in there. There'll be a little gap here wobbling about, but the pot needs to be this mouth here. So I've got this nice big 10mm radiuses on the outside. Okay. You know what the easy thing is to do? I'm gonna delete. I reckon I can move that line now on its own. Move. Still not having it. Do you know what? Delete. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a rectangle, 2-point rectangle. So I'll come up here, click a rectangle here. I'm going to go to there, to there. It's going to be 10mm, and it's going to be, I want it about there, 45 by 10. I think that looks fine. Click enter. Done. A bit long-winded. There's a lot quicker ways of doing it. Sorry, people, I'm a beginner. Right, now I want a line at the bottom here, so I want a base here. So I'm going to do a line here. I'm going to do a line there to there. Enter. And I'll do a line there to there. Enter. Alright. Turn off origin. Follow me up the top left here. Turn origin. Get it out of the way. It looks a bit of a mess. If I click escape, it'll get rid of the drawing tool. So there we go. Now, I want a little line here. I'm going to trim this away then, I think. Is that right? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a line from there to there to there to there. Right? Then I want to measure that line. So I'll go inspect. That line is 52. 252s is 104. We want the opening to be 104. That is correct. So now I just want to draw a little line from there to there. Those 2 points down. I'm going to trim that away. So I'm going to do line tool. I'm going to go to there. Press escape. Didn't do it. Let's come down here. Scroll in. We need from there. Right, we need to do line from there to there. Then we can do trim. Trim. Zoom out. Right, finally we've got it. Now there was quicker ways of doing this. 100% there's quicker ways of doing this. Right, that's our shape, that's our base, that's the shape of the bowl on the side view. Now we could have done it looking down, etc, etc. Right, we're going for it now. Finish sketch. So follow my mouse to the top right hand corner, finish sketch. That's what we've got at long last. Long-winded, I know. Now, let's come up here to the left. Create. Let's see if this works. Revolve. It says here profile. The profile is this and this. You don't need to hold select or anything like that. Axis. Now it says there select the axis. Click on that axis button. We come down here, click this little blue arrow. There we go. That's our bowl. Now, if I hold the shift key, like so, and the scroll wheel, I can now have a little look around at what we've got. So that's our bowl so far. I want to put a little radius. Now I'm going to turn off the sketch because it's getting in my way. So come over to the left here, press a little eye. Hang on, so click OK, finish it. Right, come up here. Right, sorry, when you do that, the sketch disappears on its own. That's the bowl. Long-winded, I know. That opening there, if I click inspect here, just a single rule, click that where my mouse is, click that. Now I click there. It will show me over on the right hand side here. Radius is 52, diameter is 104, which is what we want. Our pot should fit in there. Okay, close that down. Another little thing I want to do, shift, hold my scroll wheel. I want to come from the bottom base here to the top. I want to measure that height. Okay, so I'm going to go inspect. I'm going to go to the bottom face. I'm going to click onto the top line, and it's telling me it's on the right hand side of the area. Look at this, it's fantastic. Loop length, etc. Center position 12, radius 52, diameter 104, center position Z 97. Is that what I want? 85 high, 83. Perfect, that is. It's telling me, yeah, 85. Distance is 85. From there to there. I wanted 83, so it's brilliant. It should just drop in, close that down. Now, another little trick. I want to get some of these. I just want to put a radius on this edge. I don't need a sharp edge here. So I'm going to come up to here. I'm going to go to here. Follow my mouse, people. Fillet. Right. I'm just touch on that edge there. And I'm going to tap in, I think 1 mil. Just to round that off. Click OK. I think that'll be. Now, shift scroll wheel. That'll be fine. I'll be a little sharp edge inside. That'll be fine. I also want to do, I think, I might do a little fillet there. Just to give it a neat, or should I? Yeah, 1 mil, I think. So fillet. Just touch that circle there. 1 mil, enter. The base, should I give it a sharp base or should I round this edge off? A little 1 mil edge. So do it again, fillet. Should I do a chamfers or fillet? I'd fillet. 1 mil there, I think. 1 mil. Enter. That pretty much is our pot ready to go, I think. Is that what we wanted? We'll see. The radius is maybe a bit too big. I wonder if I can alter that radius. I'm not sure I can. Let's have a little look. Fillet. No, it won't do it. I don't know. No, fillet. Let me have a little look. 10 faces. No, it's selecting the whole body. I think you can alter the sketch. Let's put the sketch back on. I think you can alter the sketch. I'm going to leave it like that for now because it's a little bit of a train exercise. I've spent too long on this as it is, but it gives you a general idea. I'm no expert. Now, one other little thing I'm going to show you before I go is construct. Nope, it's not. It's inspect. Come down here, inspect. Click on inspect. This is fantastic. I'm not sure what a lot of these are for, but this is one of my favourite ones. Section analysis. Click on section analysis. It says on the right hand side, a cut plane. So I'm going to look at this plane here. There we go. Look at that. And drag that forward. So it gives you an idea of what you've got. So basically there's the shape of our bowl. And our pot should sit in there to the bottom. We hope. Alright. Drag that back out. Click OK. Right, we can switch this sketch off now. Follow my mouse to the left. Get rid of all that. Get rid of origin. So we click origin eye. We've just got our pot there now. Click up. Press save. See my little mouse there? I'm pressing save. Use the saved. Right. Hope it's not too windy, people. Now I'm coming up. Follow my mouse, people. I'll come up to the top here. File. I think it's 3D print. Yes, it is. Come to the right hand side. The export is already there. Object. Select the object. The whole object is selected. That's why when we're creating something, we always join it together. So it's one object. STL is what I want. I don't want the arms. I always use STL ASCII. That's what I've been using so far. Millimeters. Do I want to do a preview? I'm not interested in preview. I'm not interested in refinement settings at this stage. Click OK. It wants me to save it. I'm going to save it as plant. Come back. Plant. Pot. VR. I think it was 10, wasn't it? But it doesn't really matter at this stage. I'm going to call it 10. Save to my computer is checked here, if you look, and I've got an external drive where I put my 3D prints there. Click on that because I want to put it in plant pots. Come up here. 3D print. Did I have plant pots? No, so I'm going to create a new folder. Right click, new folder, folder, plant, pots, enter. Click on plant pots. Plant pot version. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll call it. I'm going to call it version 1. Whoops, version 1. For now. Click save. That's now saved our plant pot. Right, come out of this software. A little bit long-winded. Thank you for watching that, people. I'm still practicing, so hopefully if you fiddle about and learn a little bit with me, and you know, there's other ways of doing it. There's a lot quicker ways of doing that. I did it the other night, last night, and I don't like that, but it depends on the shape. I got a bit sort of lost at one point. That's pretty much what I wanted. Shape at the top, shape at the bottom. In a couple of videos' time, what I'll do, I'll go on the Z plane, and I'll draw a couple of circles, and I'll extrude it up. And then we'll create pockets or shells or whatever you want to do. There's different ways of doing it, but that's one way of using the half. If you draw half the shape, especially if it's a round shape like a bottle, cup, mug or something like that, or plant pot or pot or sweetie jar, whatever you want to do, that's one way of doing it. you draw half of it first and then click revolve and it revolves it and it gives you that thickness. So it should be 2mm thick. I've got a solid body. I could have drawn it with a couple of circles, extruded it up. Shell command I think takes two. Say if you use shell command, I think you do shell command, and if you click 2mm thickness, it would take 2mm thickness out of that body. I think you've got to do 2 separate bodies. There's different ways of doing things. That's one way of doing it. A later date when I get more experience and I'll have a little play. That worked. It's done it. It's what I wanted. So it's a plain pot. So let's see if it fits in first, shall we? Thank you for watching that tiny little video. Click below, click the next one. Next video is we're going to put some filament in Bambu Lab P1S. Take the filament out, put some new filament in, and then the third video, I think, we'll do the slicing and printing and see if it comes out, see if it works. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe. Don't forget, as I said earlier, comments welcome below. Try not to be too negative, people. All help welcome. I'm new at this. Thank you again. Bye-bye.